Hi everybody, it's time for Lunch and Learn with super sensational Sylvia McNeil. I'm so excited to be here because I'm going to talk to you today about one of my favorite foundations, and that is the Endless Performance Cream to Powder foundations. These come in a kind of like this, and you do need a palette to put it in. You need a compact because otherwise it just sits by itself in a little case. And the best way to use it is in a palette, okay? So let me tell you about this wonderful foundation and why it's one of my favorites. First of all, it is a cream to powder. It will go on like a cream, which I encourage you to use with a brush. But when it dries and it sets to a matte finish like a powder. And it's heat and humidity resistant. So the wear is going to last you all day long for at least 12 hours. This is a good combination for like oily to combination or very oily skin. I don't recommend it for dry skin unless it's for photos or for a specific photo shoot or movie or a wedding or something. And here's my workaround on that one. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But it is going to stay on for at least 12 hours, and you can build on it, which is incredible. I have worn this particular foundation to events outside in Texas humidity and heat, and it stayed true to its nature. It did not, I was sweating bullets, but it didn't streak, it didn't fade, it didn't move, it stayed where I put it, and it gave me some really great coverage. So it's just a really neat foundation. I actually have it on today because I did a new look for the makeover contest. This is Mauve Crush, and I think it's Mauve Crush. At least my lipstick is Mauve Crush, but it's a mauve-y look, very simple. And I wanted to use the Endless Performance foundation so that you can see how it looks on a finished face, okay? Now, I have a little bit of shine because this foundation I have found works best when on moisturized skin. Even if your skin is oily, you want to exfoliate the night before and add a little bit of moisture, even if it's an oil-free moisturizer, because it needs a way to glide onto your skin. And the best way, I've had people try it with a sponge. I've had people try it with, different tools to apply makeup. But the best way I have found is with a foundation brush. And the foundation brush, and it looks like you're not really picking up anything, but if you swirl it, you are picking up enough to allow it to glide over your skin and put an even application all over. And it just doesn't leave any fine lines. You know, the foundation, Mary Kay foundation brush doesn't leave any streaks, any lines, nothing. It's just very even and very polished. So let me show you how to use this. So what I would do is I would take a little bit on a spatula, okay, like this, and you want to apply it. Now, if you have normal to dry skin and you want to try this out because you have a long day or because you have a big wedding or event coming up and you don't want to mess with your makeup, I get you. I know. I don't want to mess with my makeup. When I put it on, it's on. I don't want to have to touch up. I don't want to have to anything. So what I like to add is a bit of a moisturizer. Now, if your skin is super dry, I'm going to recommend the Extra Emollient Night Cream. And the Extra Emollient Night Cream is a wonderful moisturizer for very dry skin. And you can put that on top on your face in the daytime, but a teeny weeny bit, like that little bit I have, that is way too much for my hand right now. Okay, so you need just a teeny weeny bit, and you do want to exfoliate, either microdermabrasion, a mask, charcoal mask, facial peel, any kind, the exfoliating cream, whatever you are using, you want to exfoliate and get that dead skin off, because when you use powders or when you use this foundation as a cream to powder, it will emphasize dirty, old, dry skin. And you will see little flakies, okay? So, now I speak from experience, okay? I'm learned from my hard knocks, okay? So you're going to moisturize your skin, right? And I'm going to do the back of my hand. I thought about doing this hand because it has that beauty mark there. But I want to cover up the green veins, okay? I want to show you how this works. So you apply, and sometimes some makeup artists I have seen will get it to move a little bit on their fingers and then apply it all over their face and then take the brush to blend it out. So you can do any of those, okay? But I'm gonna just apply it directly on my skin and just spread it around nice and even and get that going. Okay. And I just want to show you, when it goes on, it will go on like, almost like a cream, like you're putting on a cream foundation, okay? And so you need to let it set. Anything that is a matte foundation needs a minute to kind of set and oxidize before you get the real color, the real deal of how it's going to look for the day, okay? Now you can see that it's already setting, right? Okay, so it does provide some coverage. I still use my concealer with it, but you don't really need that much, okay? And if you want, and it's buildable. Buildable means once it's dry and set, you can go back and apply some more, okay? And you can take a sponge. I would recommend, if you use this with a sponge, you wet the sponge, dampen it, then apply a little bit. Get some on a spatula or a little shaving knife. I have a little knife here that I use, but you can use one of those and just put a little bit on your sponge and dab where you need to touch up. Okay, it's one of those multi-use, endless performance foundations. Absolutely amazing, but it works, it stays on, it's heat resistant, it's perfect for Houston, and if you have any problems with it spreading, extra emollient night cream is wonderful to use for that. So yes, so I wanted to finish with what are people saying about that foundation. First of all, it's transfer resistant as well. People found that it is it doesn't rub off or streak. It dries to a velvety feel, and 8 out of 10 women said they looked fresh all day, like their makeup looked fresh, like they just put it on all day. We have it in all different range of skin tones. And it is, and we have 16 natural looking shades. And your foundation, 9 out of 10 women said the oil-free foundation provides flawless finish and helps to control some of the shine. So it's really an all-around foundation that you can achieve, and it lasts for a long time because you don't use very much. So that is the Endless Performance foundation, cream to powder foundation. A little unknown Mary Kay secret. Maybe it's not so unknown, but it was to me until I moved to Houston and Texas, and then realized what a fantastic formula that this is. So if you want to try it out, give me a buzz. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And I hope you learned something new today. Talk to y'all soon and make it great.